Hello Pickles and welcome back to Obscurity, our single player Valheim series. We have been busy in between episodes, well, slightly busy if I can get the camera around. We have started building our paddock here. We need to make the cultivator, which we should be doing in a minute, and we have also added a little bit of an upgrade to our stables here. We've done a little bit inside as well. We've changed some rooms around. So at the end of the last episode we had this as our sleeping quarters, which we have now moved over here. And we have a comfort level of 8, which is pretty cool. We put the table in and a couple of chairs, and we've got our deer hide rug. But over here, I decided rather than having our couple of horses in here breeding and stuff like that and having foals, this is going to be our blacksmith area because we need to shoe our horses, don't we? Our horse stables will have a place to shoe the horses. So we've got this all the equipment out here, which is looking really good. I'll collect that, thank you very much. And we'll come over here. Right, cool. And eventually what we'll have is the halves here, the stone halves, which will be really cool. But what we need to do is we need to craft our cultivator. So we need to make some bronze. We'll do that. We're dragging items out of the chest behind us. Right, so we can make the cultivator, which is cool, which is what we want to do. I will then turn around and chuck the rest of the stuff into the back here. We don't want any of that. But as you can see, all this stuff that we can now build, part of this is because of the plant everything mod that we're using, so we can now plant the bushes and the trees and all the other growth stuff around, which is going to be brilliant. So we can decorate our areas even more than we used to be able to, and we can even plant pickable items, so we can then start planting stuff near our basin areas, so we can collect and harvest stuff around there. So we can have a little raspberry farm and stuff like that all over by our base. These doors are new as well, they weren't here, and obviously these torches just to decorate the outside. And as we go on through the game and progressions, we'll start decorating these a bit more and making them look a bit more fancier. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish off this fence. We'll then get the grass down onto here with the cultivator, and then we'll talk a little bit more about what we're going to be doing this episode. So we have completed our little paddock and our fence, well, our fence around the paddock there, and we've used the cultivator to plant all the grass back in here, because obviously the horses are going to need something to eat, otherwise they're going to get hungry. But look at this, we can then plant like that in the corner. I don't know why we'd want to, but we could. Or, even better, that can go there. And we can then do the same with this one on this side. Although we're missing the stuff. So we can plant stuff, so we can now start decorating our builds even more, just so they look awesome. Today's episode is all to do with horses and exploration. We are planning to get our horse and cart, but before that we need to go and collect our horses. I have started breeding some horses around the map. I've been off camera. We've collected that horse, I believe. No, where are we? Right, okay, so we came down, we've fed this horse. And there is a horse here that we fed, and we fed that horse, okay? So we still need to get this horse down here as well. So I will go back and get some blueberries, and then we'll feed that one at the same time. So what I've done is I've chucked 20 blueberries in the horse pens, and now we're going to go around and collect them and bring them back. I've only got space for 2 more horses in our stables, but then we're going to put 2 horses in the paddocks. So that's 4 horses altogether, so I will need the blueberries. So we're going to get those now. I'll bring them back here, and then we can name the horses. And then we are going to go and explore the map just so that we can uncover more of everything around here, so we can see where our islands go and what we've got to deal with on this island here. I'd like to know what's opposite our homeland, because I can see lands there, but I don't know if it's connected, and quite possibly it's not. And then we're going to go and hopefully try and do some landscaping over on our spawn island, ready for expanding our build. So we want to expand that to make that look awesome as a really good home island with loads of different buildings for smelting, storage, food preparation, food making, and obviously our sleeping quarters as well. So we're going to try and do some more landscaping on that today, ready for building later on in the series. We are currently down here with our 1-star horse, which is the one that's down here. So I've just fed him the 20 blueberries. I've walked past these, they still haven't been tamed yet, so I'm going to gradually walk back and collect those, and hopefully they will tame on the way. They do take a couple of days to tame, but I thought maybe if I wasn't in the area where they were loaded, there was still like the stuff where it smelts. If you leave it, it still smelts, and it's just there when you get back. So I was hoping that would happen with the horses. Doesn't look like it will, so I might have to hang around each horse for a couple of days, in-game days, to try and help them to tame. So our first horse of the episode, we are bringing back to the stables. They, tame weird. Tame weird. Well, they don't. It just, you have to be there and watch them for half an hour. So it's going to take us 2 hours to get these horses back. Horse number 2 has now been tamed, and we've managed to get ourselves another horse. Only one left to go, and that's our 1-star horse. We have got our 1-star horse tamed, and she is now following us back to the yard. And here we are back at the stables, and she is going to come in here with the other horse. We're just going to try a bit of breeding now, just to see if we can get this done. Yeah, let's see it. Come in, come in. We'll make you stay. Put those down like that, and then we'll chuck some more blueberries down. We'll only put 12 down. See how that goes. Right, there we go. You two can eat them. See what happens. Okay, I got love hearts, so I'm guessing that these guys are breedable from what we've been feeding them. So this one just showed some love hearts there. I don't know if I managed to catch that on camera. I was busy looking at my other screen, reading up on how to do this. But I guess once they're hungry, or they're not, they're tame and happy. That's it, yeah. Tame and happy. There we go, love hearts, love hearts. Oh, we might get a foal. We might get a foal. Well, I think what we're going to do is leave them to it. Maybe they're just a bit shy. And hopefully something happens. While they're doing that, though, and we're waiting for the foal to be born, we shall try and craft ourselves a saddle. Now, a saddle is pretty expensive. We're going to need 20 fine wood, 10 bronze, of which we have only got 2, and we need 30 horsehide, which means we need to do something to some horses, which I don't want to show on camera. Okay, so while I was in there recording that last segment, we've got ourselves a foal. And it's a 1-star as well. Sweet. Because with this horse mod, we can have new armor. There's 3 different types of armor. There's food, there's rugs, there's all sorts. There's loads more that this adds. So we can definitely be looking into that. As you can see, all our new crafting recipes are coming in, and we have got 1 horsehide and 1 horse meat. This is going to take a lot of horses just to make a saddle. Hopefully I can find them. So a 1-star horse gives us 2 horsehide and 2 horse meat. So we just need another 15 horses. We're going to have to see about that one. That is going to be difficult. So while I've been waiting for the other horses in the paddock to breed up so that I can collect their resources, we have named our other horses here. So we have Meadowmead, we have Black Core, so that is to do with the Black Forests, and Swamp Troll. Yes, I wanted to try and keep it Valheim. We had some really good suggestions in the comments from the last few episodes, and one of the suggestions was to name them after pickled produce, because obviously I'm Boba Pickle, which I thought was a really good idea. But I wanted to keep the horse names kind of like horsey-ish. Like, horses have really obscure names, and I thought Meadowmead was a really good one. And then I thought, well, let's try and keep it somehow in keeping with kind of the biomes in Valheim. So that's where we came up with that, because you obviously get certain cores from the burial chambers in the Black Forest, and Swamp Troll, well, you don't get any trolls in the swamp, but it just rolls off the tongue. So we have another couple of horses that we want to name that will be in the paddocks forever, and the other horses will be disposed of every now and then. They're named. We've got a little way to go. We've just got to wait for these horses to breed up. They breed up quite quickly, and I think once the little horses grow up, the offspring, the foals, should I say, there's horses. Once the foals grow up, they kind of start breeding as well, so it kind of ramps up the speed. Anyway, I'm going to wait for that to happen, then we can go and build a saddle, and once we build the saddle, we can then start exploring, I think. I'm going to come over here and make some bronze nails and see what else we can make with those. So we'll make 20, we've got bronze in there. No, I'm going to make 5 bronze nails just to increase that. Make some bronze nails, and it should increase what we can craft now. Look, so we've got the cart, we've got the carved, so we've got a better boat there. Item stands, which is pretty awesome. And we should be able to make the cart. At least find out the recipe. Here we go. Go to Misk. There we go. There's the cart there. And we've got that cart. What's this? It's a different cart. Oh, that's a nice cart. That's the horse. That's the horse cart. So 60 bronze nails and 40 fine wood. Ooh, that's expensive. So we should now be ready to build the saddle, which I think is down here. Is it in here? It's not even in here. I think it's in this one here. Sorry about that. We have got the horse trophy helmet and horse trophy cape, which is cool. The horse saddle. We need 10 bronze. We've got enough fine wood. We're going to have to collect some more, though, and we have enough horsehide. Right, so we need to make some more bronze, which we can do over here. I'm going to make another 5 bronze, I think. And we have the fine wood, so we can now come into the workbench, and here's the horse. Ah, this is what we're waiting for. Ah, yes, we've got a horse saddle, right, which means we can start exploring, which is our next part of the episode, to try and explore the rest of these islands. Can I still build? Have we got enough to build this cart? No, we haven't. We've nearly got enough, actually, to be fair. 60 nails we need. So if we come into here, we can see if we can get the cart. So I think it might be worth taking the cart with us. We've only got 1 bronze. Okay, well, that's not too bad. We can nearly make the cart. I think we should just go exploring anyway. I think taking the cart might slow us down, and I want to try and get the map explored. So we're going to come into here. We're going to find one of our... We'll find you. We'll find you. And how do we get the horse saddle on you? There we go. And... Oh, yes! So the reason I made this was to kind of be a bit more authentic. And you kind of, normally in a stable yard, you have that so you can actually get onto the horse without having to try and jump up around. But look at this! We can now go exploring. It's awesome! So we have gone from around here all the way around back to here where we've got camp and horse. So this is where we kind of left off in one, I think it was the last episode when we were looking for Surtling horse. So we're back here. What I want to do, my plan is kind of follow this map round and see how far round it goes. We do see some land across from our home. Sorry, this way, because this is where I died here. I was trying to swim across, sillily, trying to swim across the sea there. So I think the land's about here. So hopefully this comes all the way around. I don't think it does, but it'd be interesting to see what happens and where this goes. So what we're going to do is going to ride our horse round, and I'll just do some progress updates as we reveal the map and kind of see where it goes and see what's around. Okay, so we're just kind of reaching the Black Forest area, and the first thing I see is a troll cave, which is going to be slightly interesting. Trying to navigate this horse around rocky terrain and stuff like that, but there's no troll outside. That's a good thing, surely. So we've run around quite far now, and there's another. There's a troll cave with a troll. Let's try and navigate around that one. I probably could outrun a troll on a horse, but I just don't want to attract any attention. Keep going, come on, horse. He's run out of stamina. Oh no. Okay, so the horse needs a bit of a rest, and we're not being attacked by anything here. So I thought I'd let our horse rest. We'll have a look at the map. And wow, you can see how far we've gone round. So we were here, we've come all the way around like this. We still haven't found this bit of land here, so this must be an island. That's got to be an island there. So we'll have to try and get a boat over and explore that at some point. I think this obviously, we are now coming back round on ourselves to see that. Our horse is wandering off somewhere. So we have found this little abandoned village here on the peninsula of the Black Forest, but it's even got, look, it's got stacks of wood there as well. That's 50 logs. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up base here. I'll try and collect some bits of materials and stuff like that. We're going to set up a little camp. The horses will stay anyway, so that's not a problem. I'll sleep the night, and then we're going to carry on in the morning, but we have got round all the way to here. My horse! My horse is running away. Where's he going? Now, I've seen something in this area here which is quite interesting. We've got a spawner just over here on an island, or roughly an island. So that's something that we can do something with at a later date. I'm not going to stay around too long, so I don't want the horse to get hit or hurt or killed or whatever. But yeah, that's something that's promising. I might have to mark that on the map. Even more interestingly, over here, if we just get over, we are being chased by mobs at the same time. There is another spawner, which we could obviously convert into a farm, that I think is in probably a better location. It's on a nice peninsula. It's not going to be attacked from anywhere else. We can protect it with walls and stuff like that. So I think that'd be quite interesting. Again, sorry I'm not staying around for you guys to be able to look at it too much, but I don't want to get attacked. We've made it back to some meadows. I'm just going to try and get a bit further in so we don't attract too much attention. And then we can kind of come back down. If we look at the map, we found an Ichthir altar here, and our camp. So we've obviously gone past our camp here and our camp down here. So we're entering back towards like home territory. So what I might do is kind of weave through here and try and uncover the whole map. I was going to do that with our camera, but I think that was a good exploration. Once we come round, we would have gone all the way around the whole island, and that pretty much, that's it. There, look, that's our home island, that's our spawn island. So we've now made it back to where we have started, back at the camp with our wild horse, and yeah, we've made it all the way around here. We've kind of uncovered this bit now as well, so there's a little bit of mountain here. It's not enough. I think it's probably about as good as that. I don't think we'll ever find any like caves or anything like that in there. Maybe a few wolves and a few drakes would be able to pop off, but I don't even think there'd be any iron up there. So we've got all this bit to uncover yet as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rest tonight at this camp, and then in the morning I'm going to try and weave my way through here. The good thing about a horse is obviously the speed. We have managed to uncover, let's go back to this, we managed to uncover all of this in a day, basically. But the only problem is that, like, because you're going so fast, you don't have time to kind of mark anything on the map. So I went past quite a few burial chambers and quite a few kind of other interesting things. So I'm going to probably ride over to this camp in the morning and then kind of walk through and mark stuff on the map. So we're back through to the little camp just off the Black Forest on that little peninsula. I'll just quickly show you the map. It's that camp there that we stayed that first night when we kind of explored. I came all the way back through here and up round here. There's a couple of crypts here which I managed to mark quickly before the skeletons started shooting me, but there was loads more through there. So this is our area for crypts, so we can get some more Surtling cores, which we need because then we can start building portals. I spent a couple of days in here. We have managed to kind of look around just this area here, and look at that, we've got 3 chambers already. I've done 2 of them. We've run out of axe power to do that one, and I need to go back home to be able to recharge it because we need a blacksmith table. We managed to kind of uncover a few kind of like blueberry bushes and stuff like that, and mushrooms and thistles, but there was a troll around. I think the troll was probably around here near where this copper is, and I found this chamber on the way back. But we have got 14 Surtling cores from 2 chambers. We've got all this precious stuff as well. I managed to mine some tin. I want to take all of this back with me. That is everything we've done. I'm going to sleep the night, and then we're just going to head back to base, and then we're going to carry on with the next task on our agenda for today. So we now have 18 Surtling cores. So we're going to be able to build those portals, which is brilliant. We're back at our spawn island, and we are ready to do some work around here. I've done a little bit off camera. So this line here that you can see coming around here, this is kind of the area I want to map out. So I want to increase the, build up the land, should I say, up to this height around here, just to try and increase the amount of space we've got, and then we can then come across here and around here. We've got to make enough space for quite a few builds here, and I want to try and add some height variation as well. So that may be at this height here, and then we'll step this up to this height here afterwards. So what the places that we need to build, we need a trophy hall, we need a cafe or food preparation place, a building for our brewing, so we could combine the two and make kind of like a pub. We also need to have a storage place, somewhere to keep all our stuff. We need a trophy room. An armory would be a good thing to build as well, just so that we can keep all our kind of gear in there and have that as a place where we can craft our items and stuff like that. A blacksmith and a portal hall. So that's a few that I've come up with. If you've got any other ideas of builds that we need to have or could have around this island, then please drop them down in the comment section below. It'd be much appreciated, and it will help us out with our series. But yeah, for now, what I think I need to do is I need to chop down that stone, and the stone I gather from here we'll use to then build the land up. And then we're going to build the land up all the way around here today, and then mark out a few builds. We're going to come all the way around this tree, and then we'll probably finish it off here, and then the same here. We're going to come out this side, and then we'll chop down this stone later. We're going to come all the way around here and all the way around back to probably around here, and then back to this bridge. So just a quick progress update. As you can see, we've done a fair bit. We chopped down the stone boulder that was here, the big block of stone, and we've used that to kind of fill out this whole area. But we filled all this out. All this was sea all the way around here. as you probably know from the last clip. But we've also come over this side and we've filled in a whole big ring around here. We've filled all that in as well, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to fleck that there. As you can see though, the sea level still comes slightly up when the waves come up, but we'll kind of adjust that in the builds that we do. I've marked this off here and here because this is where I want the building to go, just in here. So we'll sort that out. That might be the cafe. I think that'd be quite cool if we had kind of our food court here. And then we've got nice views. We could have like chairs out on the balcony or something like that. Something like that. And then we're going to put a building here as well. Now, I really do find that marking out our build areas first is really helpful in kind of working out how big we want our builds to be. Because they end up big. They do end up big. So you need to give yourself a fair area. But as you can see here, this will show where the bridge comes in. We might even need to taper this in slightly into here, I think. Just so that we've got a bit more room coming in from the bridge, because that's kind of a bit cramped there, I think. And I've run out of resources. I have been building, yes. So we've run out of wood, and I don't really have time to go and get some more, but I've done enough, I think. I've done a pretty lot, yeah. So I've now reorganized this bit here, so we don't know how the building's going to end up going, but that is the rough shape there. I want to try and increase the path around here. Just so that there was enough room. I thought it was too close to the bridge, so we kind of evened that off. We've got little sections here. We can plant like some trees and shrubs and stuff like that, and the square bits will end up being the building. So we come around here, and we've done all around here like this. We've still got to do the landscaping around here, and then the land is going to go up. Where this wood here is too high, we're going to increase the height of the terrain so that that matches the height of the wood there. And then obviously the train will come around here. This might end up being a little harbour, just to kind of dock or something like that, just so we can dump some materials off after we've been on our journeys. And then up here we've got another building we can put in here, and we've got two little patches either side, which we can plant some trees and some shrubs and stuff like that, because now we can do that with the plant everywhere mod. And round here we have got a path that's going to run around the edge of the coast, and then I want to have another little harbour here. I thought that would be quite nice, having a little port there, and then we might increase this building or shift this building across so that it ends up coming to about here, just where the camera is, in the middle of the camera there. So we will be taking this down and rebuilding this eventually. But we've got enough space now for 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 there. 6 buildings. And I've added farm for growing crops, an apiary for keeping the bees, and somewhere to keep livestock as well. So we have a total of 11 buildings that we can build on this island. As the sun is going down, I'm going to say thank you for watching the episode. Please hit that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm push my video out there to other people. Then if you really liked it, why not hit the subscribe button, and you'll be informed of new episodes coming out as they release. Ciao for now.